Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's time for an XRP special. Have you all tapped the like button? I certainly hope so, because we're going to bring you information that can help you decide what's going on in the market. And by the end of this, you'll have a more informed position whether you should be buying, selling, holding. We're going to give you a deep dive analysis on XRP. It's been a hell of a day today. It's going to be a hell of a week with what's going on in the Middle East and, of course, what's going on with Trump and the overall markets right now. A few moments ago, we saw a massive pump on NVIDIA with Jensen Huang doing his thing. A lot's going on. We've hit all-time highs. I was up at one point about 20 grand today overall. 20 grand a few days ago. We're at all-time highs. But yet all this is going on with oil. Let's break it all down for you. So let's get straight into it, and hopefully you'll be able to make an informed decision whether XRP is a buy, hold, or sell. Full disclosure, am I in XRP? I've got $85,000 of crypto. I have been selling on the way up. I've been trimming. I've been rebalancing my portfolio. In XRP, I'm currently holding $66,000 worth, 43,000 coins. So I am in. I have had a much bigger position. I am starting to trim. I am taking profits. These are my scores: 232 trades, 227 wins. I don't lose. I never lose. The only times I've lost is to share with you on the screen what not to do. This is the real time. This is the real clock. This is the real date. This is my real money. How much have I got invested right now? Well, let me show you. I've currently got invested in my stocks position. I've got 441,000 plus 60,000 now on my Roth IRA, plus my crypto position and my margin position, about $700,000. So I am very invested. I'm not on the sidelines just talking about it. I'm actually in it. So let's break down everything for you and show you a specific indicator, which was marked today from our newsletter. So here is the newsletter link. 3 people can now get 50% off. It's in the chat right now. 50% off, because this week we're releasing our training course. It's been planned now for nearly 3 years. We're very excited. It took a long time to bring this to you. Our full training course is out this week, and to celebrate, we're giving 50% off the newsletter. There's the newsletter and there's the Discord community all around the newsletter, the training courses, and all of the other great stuff there we do. If you want Discord, 90% discount. There it is in the chat. One-on-one service. All of my trades, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No bots, no AI, 702 active members, all investors. And I'll show you more about that at the end. But we're going to talk about this very specific chart, which was in our newsletter, which we are now number 2 in the best-selling newsletter list on Substack, which is the number 1 place for newsletters. So as we flagged last week, $1.38 was the line in the sand. We talked about it. Sensei spoke about it. Oops, a daisy. I nearly broke my screen then. That scared the hell out of me. You've no idea what just happened then. That was quite scary. Anyway, $1.38 was the line in the sand. And we told you if we held it, we would flip bullish. We are bullish. We held it. And now I'm bullish into the next set of targets. If you want to see closer details and more explanation of this video and of the chart and talk directly with Sensei, he's very active now in Discord. It starts this week with the trading courses and all the wonderful stuff inside Discord and on the newsletter. You can talk to him directly, one-on-one service. It's fantastic. There is the Discord, and there is the newsletter, and there is YouTube membership if you want the trades as well. So if you want to get a better look in the newsletter. So the momentum band has just printed a bullish tick on the chart, confirming that momentum is shifting to the upside. That's meaningful because it aligns with the price holding support rather than just bouncing on a low volume. When momentum confirms the level, it tells you there's real buying interest underneath, not just a dead cat bounce. This is interesting. From here, the targets we are watching are $1.57 as the first resistance. That's the first resistance zone, which lines up with the prior reaction ahead of the prior. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I stumbled over my words there. A prior reaction area on the chart. $1.71, which sits right at the 50% retrace of the all-time high and will likely act as a magnet for price, and $1.80, where the 20-week SMA 180.038 and a 21-week EMA 1.80040 are converging, and just above that you have the 78.6 fib from the 2021 high around $1.84. Lots of information, I know. Go and digest it in our newsletter. The $1.80 zone is where things get interesting and potentially tricky. That confluence of the weekly moving averages and the fib level could cap this rally and form a lower high before price rolls over later in the year. The macro backdrop hasn't changed. If the broader stock market takes a serious hit, XRP won't be immune. Absolutely. It can crash down to $1. So while I'm riding this high, and this bounce is very exciting, as you can see, I've got $84,000 invested, so no small number. We're looking to squeeze the shorts. I'm keeping one eye on the bigger picture, and this could be absolute. This could absolutely end up being a lower high in the context of a larger corrective structure. For now, though, momentum is with us, and 138 is the level to defend on any pullback. So let me just recap this for you. Ripple is valued at $50 billion. Ripple launches a $750 million buyback, marking a 25% valuation increase despite broader market downturns. This is a big story. Goldman leads XRP ETF holdings. Filings reveal $153.8 million in client-driven exposure, signaling cautious but genuine institutional demand for XRP. SEC and CFTC end the war. A historic agreement clarifies jurisdictional boundaries, formally labeling assets like XRP as digital commodities. Okay, let's break this down for a much bigger look. All right, so we're now going to go into what we like to call the ripple effect. Let me share with you on the screen what we're talking about, and we'll go into it right now. This is the ripple effect. Ripple launches $750 million share buyback at a $50 billion valuation. Let's break this down to what it actually means. So, this valuation, what does it mean? Ripple has kicked off a tender offer to repurchase up to $750 million of its private shares from early investors and employees, valuing the company at roughly $50 billion. The buyback represents a 25% jump from the $40 billion valuation Ripple secured just 4 months ago, when it raised $500 million from affiliates of Citadel Securities, Fortress Investment Group, Pantera Capital, and others. The tender is expected to run through April, and Ripple president Monica Long has confirmed the company has no plans for an IPO. That rising valuation is striking when you consider the backdrop. Bitcoin is Bitcoin is down over 40% from its October peak, and XRP has fallen more than 60% from its July 2025 all-time high of $3.55. Ripple is marking itself up while the rest of crypto marks down, which tells you something about the growing distance between the company's enterprise business and the token's price action. This is also not new behavior. It's not new behavior. Ripple bought back 285 million at an 11 billion valuation in early 2024. Attempted a 1 billion tender at 40 billion last September. That saw minimal participation because employees refused to sell, and has now returned with an even higher number. This is the story that continues to sharpen the biggest tension in the XRP ecosystem. Value capture. A large share of the economic upside generated by Ripple's payments custody, a stable coin business, accrues to private equity holders, not directly to XRP holders. This is important. The buyback signals corporate strength and long-term commitment. Thank you very much indeed, Rocky Sanchez, for your subscription. If you'd like to tap the like button and subscribe to our channel, I will answer all members' questions. Go to all members in the chat and read out and share your comments shortly when I finished our main story. The buyback signals corporate strength and long-term commitment to building around the XRP ledger, but it does not guarantee anything for the token itself. With over 100 billion in lifetime payment volume processed and RLUSD gaining traction, the infrastructure story is real. The bridge to token price, though, remains an open question. Let's move on to Goldman Sachs. We've got much more. It's an incredible day. We've seen markets rallying. There's so much in excitement, but remember, all this can fall very, very quickly. We've been doing all the numbers, but we are aware that things could pull back. Inflation is sticky. We've still got trade wars, but yes, people are getting excited and predicting that our favorite crypto is going to take them to the moon. But be careful, be steady. Everything is going up at the moment in a very, very difficult environment, and we are expecting a major pullback. This is why we are taking profits. I know the story is exciting. I know we're seeing Bitcoin on the move again, but be careful. This is not digital gold. It's proven not to be digital gold. We've looked at it many, many times. Bitcoin is not a hedge against inflation, and we've seen it time and time again. It's proven not to be digital gold. But do the valuations, do your calculations, and things could brighten up very, very soon. But just remember to take some profit. Okay, let's get ready for the golden age. The golden age is coming. We've seen great news today on AI and Jensen Huang, but we go deep dive now into Goldman Sachs, the biggest institutional holder of XRP. What have they got to say? Let me share that with you on the screen. Okay, if you're enjoying this, please do tap the like button. No one does this on YouTube. Nobody. The biggest YouTubers do not create live events like this, produced as if it was edited by a team of editors. I do everything on my own. Here's me, look, all on fingers and foot switches under the desk with sensors to bring you a live experience where I'm delivering you the best information directly from our newsletter with all these cutouts and fadeaways and special effects and overlays, all done live. Some will spend a week editing. I do it all live. If you are enjoying this, join us. The way I do it live is because that way you're accountable. You see it happen live. You see my real money, and it's real, and I can answer all questions. I don't just hide away in a studio with a team of editors. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience to be able to bring you this content in this way, the way I'm delivering it. I hope you are enjoying it. But like I said, let's now go into the vault. Goldman Sachs is the biggest institutional holder of XRP ETFs, and let's break this down for you and see what this really means. So, I want to thank Sensei for an amazing newsletter, as always, and his lovely wife who prepares our amazing images. They are truly fantastic. XRP ETF supermarket. What's all this about? Let me explain it for you. The XRP supermarket. Goldman Sachs holds approximately 153.8 million in spot XRP ETF exposure. As of its Q4 2025 a 13F filing, making it the single largest institutional holder of XRP ETFs. Now, no one gets left behind as I'm delivering this news. If you want to do a super chat, it'll read it out on the screen, and you can see it all live you can have your comment read out on the screen. I will answer and show everybody's comments. So anyway, let's carry on with this story. The bank's position accounts for roughly 73% of the $211 million collectively held by the top 30 institutional investors, spread deliberately across 4 separate issuers: Bitwise, Franklin XRP Trust, Grayscale XRP ETF, and 21 shares. The important nuance here is that Goldman Sachs Asset Management manages these positions primarily on behalf of its wealth management and institutional clients, not as a property bet by the bank's trading desk. That is important. The 13F filing reflects what Goldman Sachs clients want exposure to, not necessarily what the firm itself is bullish on. That is an essential piece of information. Goldman's broader crypto portfolio reinforces this alongside its Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF holdings. The bank held over $600 million in put options versus just $157 million in calls, a classic basis trade structure designed to capture arbitrage spreads rather than bet on price direction. This is Wall Street's plumbing, not a conviction call. Essential facts there, folks. I hope you all understood that. Please tap the like button. We are 13 away from 100. If we get 100, YouTube will share this out. Please do tap the like button. It makes a huge difference to our channel. In fact, if you tap the like button right now, I'll give you a little treat. Here are the little fellas. Please do tap the like button right now. And once you've done it, the little fellas will appear. It's waiting. It's waiting. Tap the like button. Go on. There you go. I see you're all doing it now. Tap the like button and the little fellas appear. Thank you, lads. Oh, yeah. Absolutely lovely, innit? Absolutely lovely. The little fellas. You can't go wrong with the little fellas, can you? You can't go wrong. Thank you, lads. You're doing a great job. You are. All right. Thank you very much indeed if you tapped the like button. So that said, client demand is still demand. Client demand is still demand. The fact that Goldman's clients are asking for structured XRP exposure through 4 separate products signals genuine institutional interest in the asset class, even if it comes hedged and cautious. Bloomberg intelligence analyst Eric Bulshus noted that the non-reporting base of XRP ETF holders is likely dominated by dedicated XRP supporters rather than casual retail. And only about 16% of total ETF assets can be traced to institutions through 13F filings. The institutional layer is still very early, whether Goldman's presence encourages other large allocators to follow is the question that matters most. Now then, our final piece in this, the SEC and CFTC. Any idea what that's about? Well, let's break it down for you. This is the SEC and CFTC harmonization. This is a big story for XRP and which makes me extra bullish. Let me break this story down for you as well. Have you all tapped the like button? Have you all subscribed today? Thank you so much indeed. So the SEC and CFTC sign historic MOU to end the crypto turf war. This is a big deal, folks. Let's break it down and explain exactly what this means. The SEC and CFTC signal a formal memorandum of understanding on March the 11th, establishing what they're calling a joint harmonization. Calling a joint harmonization initiative to coordinate rulemaking enforcement, data sharing, and examinations across digital assets. The agreement explicitly divides jurisdiction. The SEC retains primary authority over capital raising activities and tokens that function as investment contracts, while the CFTC takes oversight of spot trading in digital commodities, a category that now formally includes a Bitcoin, Ether, and most utility tokens. SEC Chairman Paul Atkins described the old regime as one that stifled innovation and pushed market participants to other jurisdictions. For XRP holders, this may be the most consequential regulatory development of the year. The framework classifies secondary market XRP trading under the digital commodity umbrella, aligning with Judge Torres' 2023 ruling and the 2025 Ripple settlement. That designation reduces the risk of conflicting enforcement actions and creates a clearer path for exchanges, banks, ETF issuers that want to list or integrate XRP. 7 spot XRP ETFs are already live in the US, with over 1.2 billion in cumulative inflows. And this kind of regulatory clarity is exactly what larger institutions need before committing real capital, real money, real gains, real pumps. The MOU does not carry the force of legislation, which means the Clarity Act still matters for permanent statutory clarity, but it represents the strongest administrative signal yet that US regulators are done fighting each other and ready to build a coherent framework. The Senate Banking Committee markup on the Clarity Act could move before November's midterms. This is bigger than the Clarity Act, folks. What you're hearing now is what can really move the market. Let me repeat that. The Senate Banking Committee markup on the Clarity Act could move before November's midterms, and that may represent a narrow political window. If it passes, it would give XRP's commodity classification the kind of statutory backing that no future administration could easily reverse. So there we go. There is our update today on XRP. Now, I'm going to give you some warnings. As you can see, everything is rallying up today. It's not just XRP. If we come back to Bitcoin, it's all moving. Bitcoin is up. Ethereum is up. We've broken that psychological barrier of 70,000. However, it comes on a huge backdrop of oil rising, macro conditions exploding. We've got the FOMC report on Wednesday. On Wednesday, you're going to get a very explosive event. We are going, of course, to cover it live. So be ready, be careful. I have been trimming, and I get my sources directly from our world-class #2 best-selling newsletter. If you want the link, 50% off. There's one available today, one left. We've just had 2 go during this broadcast. There is one left. There it is, 50% off, includes our trading course, which has been 6 months in preparation and years in the planning. Nearly 4 years that Sensei has been with me. We've been planning on the training course. We've had a training course on Discord. Now we've got a much better one, and we're very excited to bring it to you. So on the newsletter, you have the training course, all the indicators, but you also have the community around the training course and around the newsletter discussing the news of the day in our Discord village. All right, so there is Discord, there is a newsletter, and there is YouTube membership if you wish for that. Okay, we're now going to go to comments and questions, and in a few moments' time, we're going to have a world premiere, because not only do we have our expert chart analysis newsletter creator, Sensei, but we also have the #1 in this space, the eVTOL space. We have Joby Aviation, we have Archer Aviation, and we have, I just missed it, this one here, Vertical Aerospace. Vaz talks directly with those at the companies, and we're going to bring you a special premiere, never seen before video out in a few minutes time after I have finished my Q&A. So it'll be just in a few minutes time. The time will adjust. Vaz, are you in the chat? Can you adjust the time? This is a live event, a live video, world premiere, never seen before. Just down the road from where I am, DFW, we have got the eVTOLs coming to us, plus in JFK, you can literally fly a 10-minute journey, go across the city for $50, cheaper than you can on a taxi. This is massive news. The Jetsons, the future is here. So let me now go to live Q&A. Does anybody need onboarding on Discord? Let me have a look. Did anybody? Yes, we do. We have 2 people. I'm just going to send you the invitation. Discord now is by invitation only. You have to go through a vetting process and be interviewed, watch a video, a few-minute video, answer the question so we know you are a good actor and you are not an AI or a bot, and then we welcome you into our server. You have then a few minutes. To choose your membership, otherwise you'll be kicked from the server. It's done to protect our server and our active members. We're not trying to grow the biggest, but we're trying to grow the best. All right? Okay, so let's get to our live Q&A, and then we will send you to our big event of this afternoon. So let me start with our Q&A. If you are a member of this channel, you can ask a question live right now. Hello, friend, says Terry. Hoping XRP will pop. Family needs some money. Yes, but that's not the way to invest if you're needing the money. You'll never win if that's the case. It's when you don't want it is when you'll make money. Stevie said hello there. Vaz is here. What have we got now? I'm just trying to read. Gaming is not bullish. We'll be happy for a 2, but Brad has done basically more for RLUSD than XRP. I understand your thoughts, however. I disagree. He has said quite consistently that XRP is the center of the universe for Ripple, and I believe that. Is he always a great CEO? No, he was rubbish on XRP Ripple Day. It was absolutely rubbish. I agree. All of our members got all of the merchandise from Brad Garlinghouse. Nobody was watching his spaces. We got all of it. It was ridiculous. Anyway, good afternoon, said Vince. What else do we have here? We have nice day in Oregon. Could break 80 degrees. That's lovely. Hello, Liz. How do you do? 1970 Buckley. Nice to have you here. Someone here just said, Martin, be careful. This might not be what you think. What do I think? You don't know what I think. And I'm always taking profit and I'll never lose. I'm not emotionally attached to anything other than my viewers. Binky Bonk Coin. Hello, guys. Have we got any questions other than hello, hello, hello? Hellos are nice. We like hellos. But on this chart today, this show today, we are trying to answer your question and provide value. Mark says, thank you so much, Martin, for your incredible insights. I have taken your no emotional strategy to the test, but first and foremost, value of the company. Absolutely right, Mark. Thank you so much indeed for your conviction. That's absolutely right. Karen, good evening, Martin and everyone. NVIDIA duped again. NVIDIA, we had a big moment this afternoon when Jensen Huang made a big announcement. We had a massive rally for NVIDIA, up like 5% and straight back down again. That's okay. That's okay. I don't care. The value is there. You can play around with the stock all you like. It allows me to buy more before the day it absolutely explodes. Jano, I don't care about the games that traders play with NVIDIA. And if you don't believe me, this is how convicted I am with NVIDIA. I have now got in NVIDIA $84,000. I'm not bothered. I couldn't care less. Traders can do what the hell they want. I am not bothered about it at all. Let me come back to XRP. This is an XRP special. I missed the NVIDIA pump. Looks crazy. It was nothing. It's going to $300, Binky Bonk. 5% is nothing when we know it's going to 300. That's Bank of America's target. I have 250. Good evening, Lucas Aid. This is Zach from Development Alert, Uganda. I'm still buying the Nutella. I'm trimming, Binky Bonk. I've been trimming. I'm always trimming. Go XRP following Bitcoin, says Oregon. Have we got any more comments and questions? Not going on Discord. Not going on Discord? Then don't go on Discord then. Absolutely, you do whatever you want. Finally got my Robinhood's gold card. Congratulations to you. I love my gold card. So do I. I absolutely love it. I had the real solid gold one and I sold it to Sensei. I'm pumped, says Josh. Hello, says Yolanda. Any questions that can provide value to our audience? High energy in the house. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not going to read these anymore. I'm not going to read these anymore. A bit silly. We're always live. Here's what we need to get done. Save American Act, FOMC, pause, government shutdown over, war done, and Clarity Act passed. Thank you, high energy. The trolls would say Martyn is an AI. Absolutely. I'm not a real human. I'm a real boy. Yeah, you're not a real boy. You're not anything. Or AI, I know. Martyn AI, that's right. You are doing a great job. Thank you, William Myers. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. You can't believe it, can you? The little fellas tapping it. Thank you so much indeed. I love the little fellas. I love it. Thank you, David Hensley, for sharing all the links. This will be the end of meme coins. Yes, I have said over and over and over again till I'm blue in the bloody face, this lot of nonsense will all be gone. All of this will be gone. Your fart coins, your binky bonks, your, I don't know, you stick it up your bum coin. I mean, just the whole thing is just absolute lunacy. But, you know, there'll always be an idiot to buy something with no value. Let them crack on with it. I couldn't care less. Jano says a dead cat bounce. I don't agree with you one tiny bit there, I'm afraid, mate. I don't agree with that. For all the reasons I've given in the video. Never underestimate the power of governments to screw things up. I rely on the government screwing things up. I rely on Trump saying stuff that pumps and dumps the market. Absolutely, absolutely. Bring it on, bring it on. What a great day. Curse Savage. It was indeed. I am in DFW. I'm going to do the test for EVSOL. Yes, I'm going to fly on one myself. We talked directly with the CEOs, people that work there, and I'm going to go and visit it. And Vaz is going to come over, stay in my house, be my guest, and we're going to fly on it together. Here's what we need to get done. Thank you, High Energy. I've read it out already. You don't need to say it twice. Has there been any info about EVTOLs coming to Michigan? Join Vaz, and he will give that to you on his daily show on the channel. I trimmed some XRP today for a small profit. Congratulations, so did I. I made some moves. 3,000 this morning on XRP. Congratulations. I shared my trades with everybody on Discord and on Electrum. Good evening, said James. Finally took a little profit. It took me a lot to push the sell button, thinking it might get back in hope. Hey, poor man, rich man. A profit is a profit. I've never understood the mentality of this. People are very happy to buy and part with their money, but to take a profit, no, I find that absolutely absurd. But anyway, that's the way people think. Don't get tied or married to a stock. Just take profit. Why did you buy it in the first place? To make money. You've made money. If you're outperforming the best companies in the world, the S&P, take some bloody profit. All right, there we go. Answered everyone's questions. Gave you all the information. So Vaz, can you change the time of your event for the next 5 minutes? Go on the quarter to the hour. Vaz, if you can do that now, that would be great. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no idea why I said that. I hope you enjoyed it. We're now going to go to 2 back-to-back world premieres. We have, first of all, an EVTOL special from Vaz, and then that will go into another crypto special from Sensei. We've got 2 back-to-back videos coming for you now. World premieres, never seen before, brand new content you cannot afford to miss. All right. So as we end this in the next 4 minutes, the next event will start automatically. I'm going to bring it up on the screen and show you. This is the event. It goes live in 3 minutes. Vaz is already on it. He's on it like a car bonnet. All right. So let me end the poll. Let me end the poll. Are you bullish? 329%. Yes, I am bullish. Bloody marvelous. Anybody by now, hopefully you've clicked on Discord, and I will send you your invitation in a few moments. Let me see. I had 2. There are no more. No, there are no more 50% off for me today. All 3 have gone. The next 3 will be available tomorrow. I have just sent 2 of you the invitation on Discord. Watch the video, answer the questions, make sure that you are a good fit for our server, and then we'll let you in. 90% discount, just $2.99. One-on-one support, all my trades, I never lose. Ask all the Discordians in the chat live now. Have I won on all of my trades that I have shared with you on Discord? And do I share all my trades with you 24/7 on Discord? If you're a Discord Pro member or an Electrum member, answer that question so the world can see if it's true or I just made that up. That would be fantastic. All right, so we're about to go here in a couple of seconds. Watch it all the way through. Right after this, we have another world premiere. It's a very short video. It's a very short video. Vaz gives you some world exclusive content. He's the #1 resource now for EVTOLs. This will be, thank you guys, everyone, for saying yes. I appreciate it. This is next, must see. Here it comes in the chat. Let me pin it to the top. Very, very exciting. There it is. It'll take you there automatically. There it is. And we're going there in just a couple of seconds. When that starts doing a countdown, tune in, watch it, and from that live premiere, never seen before information, it will take you directly to our next world premiere. Sensei has a world premiere all around crypto. You cannot afford to miss it. Get ready for the FOMC report on Wednesday. Now, we're going to cover it live. We have cheat sheets. There'll be live trading, live phone-ins. Everything will be happening live. I've now got $700,000 in my portfolio. I am big-time investing now. Very, very exciting. But I am taking profits. I am protecting my money. And we're not going to lose for nobody. All right? Not interested in any of that stuff. Did we have any more comments and questions? Drink some tea, says Liz. True, says Kurt. Top team, says Kurt. That's very kind. Thank you very much. You spoil us. Thanks, Martin and the team. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think that. You're right, says Mark. Martin does spoil us. I'm going to upgrade. Wow, thank you so much. Mark Frahir is going to upgrade. What is that, Pro on Discord? Most people now are on Pro. They upgraded, and most people are on Electrum now as well on our YouTube. It's incredible. Right, this is about to go live any second now. Stay where you are. It'll take you there automatically. Thank you very much indeed. I will see you back in the morning for the opening bell straight after the breakfast show when we're getting ready for the FOMC report. Like Bruce Willis said in the movie, in fact, it wasn't Bruce Willis, it was the bad guy. He says, "You ask for a miracle, I give you the FBI. Well, we give you the FOMC. Way more important than the FBI and all that stuff. We want to make money here, not set fire to skyscrapers. Anyway, talking of skyscrapers, you can be taking off on the top of a skyscraper with one of these craft here. We're going to bring it to you now. This is going to trend. People now in New York are asking this question. How do you get around the city like the Jetsons? Well, it's here. it's happening. Vaz is going to bring you now a world exclusive, never seen before video, world premiere. And from here, we go to our part 2 of our crypto event. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. If you want to know when I'm selling my XRP, someone just asked me, it'll be shared live on Discord, live on Electrum, with one-on-one support right after the premieres. In about half an hour, I'll be live on Discord, giving everybody all the information you need about my trades coming up to the FOMC report, answering all questions, and news update of the day on Discord. We've got lots. The newsletter, the training course, 6 months in the making, 4 years in preparation, comes this week to the Discord server, and how you can benefit from all of that great stuff and be part of the community in the village. It's great. That's it from me. We're going right there right now. Thank you. Here is the link. I'll see you on Discord in about half an hour. So there it is. Stay where you are. It'll take you right there. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye. Watch the premiere. You can't afford to miss this. Really. Check it out. Bye-bye.